Absolutely gorgeous out here. Get a little fresh air and sunshine. Very important. I can't continue to speak about the importance of fresh air and sunshine. Along with daily training. You know, eat right. Try not to drink so much beer. I'm working on that. But it's gorgeous. It's almost 7 here today. No problem. It's supposed to be down to about 45 tomorrow. No. It's just another spring in New Jersey, kids. Just another day at the office. Me and my boy Rob over at Kicking It with Rob and Tara, we've been doing a live stream. Well, it seems that we finally got all the bugs worked out. Been able to actually see the chat, answer any questions you may have. I decided not to say fuck every other word. It took me a minute to acclimate. You can actually hear Rob's voice much better now. You can actually see everything. Everything looks good. What we're curious about, what we'd like to do is actually answer questions that you may have. You know, are we a reputable source? I don't know. I think we're just as good, if not better than most. We talk about things that pertain to quadriplegia, things that pertain to spinal cord injury in general, and a lot of things that apply to anybody. You know, issues that deal with certain parts of quadriplegia are not that much different than issues that deal with pretty much anybody. It doesn't, it just applies everywhere. I'm going to see if I can't get a couple of the doctors that I know to come in and join the chat every so now and again. A couple of people that I know, that I've worked with, doing spinal cord injury research. Perhaps they can answer questions as far as who you can talk to, what you can do, where you can go to speak to people that can put you directly in contact with people that can introduce you options to be involved with spinal cord injury research. It's important. There's a lot of stuff out there that perhaps don't apply, but we're going to try to get around, we're going to try to weed out all the bullshit. See if we can't come up with a real reasons. But however, there's going to be a couple of them coming in. We'll talk about their different aspects and where they're from, what they do, where they're working, and what's coming down the pipe. What's going to be available that seems promising as it pertains to spinal cord injury and finding a cure. Look into it. We're the East Coast Rollers. The show typically is on Kicking It with Rob and Tara. It is Robert's little baby. And so far I think he's done an awesome job. We're going to be trying to add a few different aspects to make some of the stuff that we're talking about a little bit more friendly, user friendly. But I believe that even though we only have like 3 shows under our belt at this point in time, we've worked out the bugs and we're going to get better with time. We're already doing okay. And like I say, I would like to see if I can get in touch with some others where they can add a little bit more integrity and a little bit more credibility to stuff that we have to say, other than me with my big mouth and Rob talking about, you know, whatever we're talking about, and actually add some facts to what the whole, you know, blah 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 chit chat session is. But check it out. We'll be in touch. Till then, get outside, get some fresh air and sunshine, get some exercise, stay away from eating crap, and we'll all be a little bit better off. Later, kids. Angry Quad signing off. That's all, folks.